Hi, and welcome to our weekly episode. Today, we are talking about goal setting. So, we're going to go over three goals, secrets for success when it comes to goal setting. And we want you to hang around to the end because we have a really awesome bonus way that you can succeed in your goal setting that 77% of people will manage to actually achieve their goal. So, you want to stick around for that. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cheryl, and I've been in the fitness industry for over 20 plus years. I'm on my own health journey, entrepreneur, all that sort of stuff. And with that, every week we come up with ideas to share with you health and wellness um, and goal setting. Goal setting can apply in this week's goal setting, so it can apply in health, wellness, and in business. So it kind of applies in all those different venues. So with that, I'll introduce Sandy, or she can introduce herself.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi,
Hey.
Sandy. Yeah, I welcome everyone who comes to the call. I have been in the health and wellness industry for over 10 years. I have my own health journey, and we love to share with you just certain topics that really can just, people want to discuss. We get messages, okay, let's talk about this. And yeah, and hopefully we bring you lots of value. And I wanted to welcome you here because you can be anywhere and you're here. So whether you're here live or recording, I hope you enjoy our topic today.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to get started. We're going to put our slide up there. What's going on? Why does it say remove? Isn't the slide there? It's not there. There it is. There it is. Okay, so I'm just going to scoot back a sec. I always like to do a little funny to start off the, the session. So this is cute. My goal is failure. If I reach my goal, I feel successful. And if I don't reach my goal, I feel successful too. So either way, it's a win-win. I love that. I think it's because they're out, I don't know, eating burgers and fries. So I mean, the
Yeah,
health goal, right?
yeah, okay.
All right. So goal setting secrets reveal three game-changing strategies for success. So we are going to move ahead. So you may or may not have heard of the SMART goal setting. It's kind of been out there for a while. It's a sheet that you kind of create your goal. So if your goal is to lose weight, that would be your initial goal. Okay, I want to lose weight. Okay, and then we're going to go through what you're going to do with each one of those goals. Or your goal could be, if you're in business, I want to replace my 9 to 5 income. So just to kind of give you an idea, either way. So SMART goal setting is one approach for setting goals to follow the SMART framework. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, it's relevant or realistic, one of the two, and time bound. So by incorporating these elements into your goal setting process, you can increase your chances of success. So you're really kind of narrowing down your goals. And instead of, like, we've all had goals. Oh yeah, I'm going to, start January 1st and I want to lose 20 pounds. Well, you need to actually be more specific than that. So that's the first one. Specific. And I'll let Sandy start with this one.
Specific. Yeah, dream big, set goals, take action. Clearly define your goal in a specific and concise manner. Avoid vague statements and focus on defining what you want to achieve. So you want your goal. Try to relate to the five W's. Who needs to be involved? What do I need to do? Where where will I reach this goal? When will I reach this goal by? Why do I want to achieve this goal? So you have to know why you want to achieve the goal, and you have to have a date specific because you could say, well, I want to lose 10 pounds. Well, that's kind of like out there. Do you want to lose 10 pounds in 10 years, 15 years, 5 years? So without setting a time, you're not really being specific about your goal, whether it's, no matter what it is in life, whatever goal you have, whether it's health or wellness or financial or business or whatever, you have to have, because you have to know where you're starting from. Because if you just say 10 pounds or whatever, by a certain time, you don't even know that you reached there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to have a starting point, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you can work backwards.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And one thing that I really like about that is it's kind of really uh, digging deep. So
Mhm.
you know who needs to be involved. So okay, well, should I get my sister or my aunt or somebody involved with me, or a personal trainer, or if that's the fitness goal, or do I need a financial coach or whatever? So who needs to be involved? And then what would I need to do? Well, okay, I need to like either buy a gym membership or buy some running shoe. Like, so you're getting really like specific, right?
Yeah.
Where will I reach this goal? Well, I don't know with that one. Where? Well, I don't know. In my body. When you like you said is good, and why? So why do I want to achieve this? Why? No matter what we're doing in life, there's always the why, and you could probably write paragraph after paragraph of why. Today we were in a business thing, and one of the things is you always want to figure out your why because it's nothing without the why. That
Mhm.
there's always a reason, and you just need to kind of bring that down, right? So why do you want to lose weight? Well, I want to fit into my pants. Well, why do you want to do that? Well, I mean, I think I look better. Okay, so why do you think you look better? Well, I'm slimmer. Like, so you keep going why and why and why, or maybe it's because I want to be healthier for my kids. So you've gotten that down. I want to live longer. I want to have a more fulfilled life. So now your why is really narrowed down and very specific, right? So,
Mhm.
and so that's part of the SMART
And
outline. But yeah, that's really cool.
and the why carries you through. So if you're having challenging days, challenging moments, whatever, it's all up and down. When you look at your why is really passionate to you, and that's why you're doing it. And it helps you carry you through those challenging times.
Exactly. So let's scoot to the next one. So the SMART model, measurable. This one's good. So how do you know you're making progress? So you set clear metrics or indicators, track your progress, and determine when you've achieved your goal. This allows you to monitor your performance and make any necessary adjustments along the way. So you should be able to tell when you reach your goal, right? So you could say 10 pounds, for example, or 10 inches, or I want to have a 26-inch waist or whatever. I don't know, but you measure until you have that goal. So that's something physical. Other things would be like if you were in business, you say, okay, well, a measurable goal would be, let's say you want to make 10 grand a month. So measurable goal would be having that coming in from your business, but it's like all yours, or you can see that in your bank account. So that's something measurable. So when you get there, you're like, yay, I'm there.
Yeah, I mean, because if you just say, for business, I want to make money. Well, how do you know if you reach your goal? Okay, so you made $5. Well, you made some
Exactly.
money, but I mean, you know what I mean? So it has to be more specific so
Yeah.
you know the steps to get there and you know when you've reached it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what you have to adjust when you have to adjust to.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's I mean, you can even go, okay, well, to make 10,000, and you can backtrack what you would need to make daily
Mhm.
to have that
Mhm.
monthly income, right? So you
Yeah,
can always say, this is my ultimate goal is to make this consistently every day. And then when you reach that, then right? So
yeah,
there's you can
yeah.
measure.
So you work backwards, basically. There's your
Hmm.
goal, work backwards, how to get
Hmm.
there. Right.
Yep, exactly. And then the next one.
Achievable. Ensure that your goal is realistic and attainable. Consider your available resources, skills, and time frame. Set challenging goals, but make sure they are within reach to maintain motivation. So you want to, like it's scary because you want to dream big and you want to have that goal, but at the same time you want to make sure it's measurable. So, okay, well, I want to make $2 million by the end of next month. And then what happens if you don't reach that goal, it's all of a sudden you're psychologically it can have a psychological effect on you where you say, well, I didn't reach that, so you know what I mean. So you have to make it measurable. but you can keep moving up. So you can say, okay, so let's say it's 5,000 or whatever. And then you can, once you reach there, you can go to the next step, the next step, the next step, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to look at the time that you have and
Yeah.
resources.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, somebody I heard once say, "Oh, I want to make $1 million," and most of us, well, I shouldn't say most of us, but a lot of us will make that maybe in a lifetime, maybe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So if you don't give it a time frame and say, okay, and then break it down, okay, what resources do I have
Mhm.
in that time? Another example is we are doing this 28-day challenge. So if I said, oh, I want to lose 30 pounds in 28 days, probably not going to happen. 30 pounds in 5-6 months, probably going to happen, right? But so you have to look at your time frame for sure.
Yeah.
Relevant or real. Align your goals with your overall objectives, values, and priorities. Ensure that they are meaningful and contribute to your personal and professional growth. Yeah. So if your goals don't touch you in the heart or mean something to you, it's how are you going to stay motivated, right?
Mhm.
Um, uh, and then the other flip side of this is like the realistic. Is your goal realistic, achievable? Like we just said that in the last one. But relevant, I think, is more. Yeah, I think it's if it's meaningful to you and your personal growth. I think, like for me, the weight loss like the weight loss that I've accomplished in the last many months here. Um, I've created a goal and it means something to me. So, um, you know, I'm
Mhm.
more likely to succeed and keep going with that goal. Or yeah.
Right.
And next one, and we kind of touched on this before too, but yeah.
Yeah. Time bound. Set a specific deadline or a time frame for accomplishing your goal. Having a time that creates a sense of urgency and helps you stay focused and accountable, which is huge,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
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 So no matter what your goal is, whether it's health, whether it's wellness, whether it's financial, whether it's a business, whether it's whatever it is, even if it's a relationship goal, whatever, you have to have like a deadline on a time frame.
Yeah.
Because how do you know if you reached it?
Yeah. So, and if you don't,
Yeah.
there's no sense of urgency, right? You're just gonna, well, I'll
Yeah.
get it next month. I'll get it next month.
Yeah.
And,
Mhm. Yeah.
it's hard to stay motivated. Like if you don't have like the end date. A lot of times we create things for ourselves, but we just don't follow through. Um, yeah. so we have a couple points that we will go to over in the end that can kind of come back to this. So basically what you would do is you do your SMART goal setting. So like I said, we have like a worksheet that you would go through and you kind of answer some of these questions. So create your goal, answer these questions, and then once you answer these questions, you can revise your goal based on the answers to those questions. And it's a good way to kind of narrow in and be very specific for your goals. But we're not done yet. We have 2 more points. If you want a copy of this, you can always just put SMART in comments wherever you see this, and we'll just send you a copy.
Yeah.
All right, so you can break your goals into manageable steps. Breaking your goals into smaller, manageable steps can make them less overwhelming and increase your chances of success. This approach is known as chunking or creating sub goals. All
Right.
right. So let me
So,
just.
yeah. So I mean, if you want to lose, let's say you want to lose 100 pounds,
Yeah.
you say, okay, I want to lose 100 pounds by such and such. But that can be sometimes overwhelming, right? Because it's wow, gee, oh my god, 100 pounds, that's a lot. So if you break it into steps, into small steps, okay, I want to lose, like start in 5 pound increments. Like I
Mm-hmm.
want to lose 10 pounds, I want 5 pounds here, 5 pounds here, right? Then it's more manageable, and then when you reach that 5 pounds, then you go, oh, I reached the 5 pounds, okay. And then you go to the next one, and the
Yeah.
next one, the next one. Instead of looking at 100 and say, oh, I lost 5 pounds. Oh, right. So it's really, really helps you for motivation, right?
Yeah. So there's some more tips on that there.
Okay, so here's how you can implement.
Yeah.
Start by identifying your major milestones or key actions necessary to achieve your goal. Break down each milestone into smaller accountable tasks or sub goals. Assign deadlines or target dates for completing each sub goal. Prioritize your tasks based on their importance of dependencies. Regularly review your progress, adjust your plan if needed, and celebrate small victories along the way, which is so, so important, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, um, just to give you an example, even with the 28 day kind of our own transformational challenge that we're trying to release fat and be a healthier version of ourselves. But even every week, you're down a little bit, and it's not like 10 pounds, but you're still like, yay, I'm down. And you're still celebrating those small wins. Like you have an big goal. Like for me, it's like 10 pounds or my waist size certain or a certain amount of inches or whatever it may be. But having those small goals are getting you towards that big goal, right? So you have to celebrate those little wins.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So number 3, develop an action plan. An action plan provides a roadmap for achieving your goals. It outlines specific steps you need to take in order to stay organized and focused.
Mm.
So to give an example of an action plan, I should flip over to the next one. So the SMART goal, you've clearly defined your goal and written it down. You identify your major tasks, actions required to achieve. You break down into each one to smaller action steps, and you determine this one resources, skills, and support you need to accomplish each step. Support is a big thing that will help no matter what it is, whether it's weight or business or anything that a goal oriented that you want to achieve. Support is definitely a big thing. Of course, deadlines again. So to kind of give you an example, you could say, okay, action plan. So I want to increase my physical activity. So I want to schedule 150 minutes activity per week. So what does that mean? Okay, I'm going to incorporate strength training 2 to 3 times and then join a fitness class. So now you have an action plan. So now that's what you're going to do each week. Personally, I have 3 days I work out at the gym and I take my dog for a walk. So those are my action plans for that week. And then other things would be like modifying eating habits. I'm only eating in a certain window. What else I could say? Seek supporting and accountability. So we have support groups that we check in with. So making sure that I do that daily. So that's my action step. That's something I need to do. That I will do. I don't need to. Well, I do need to, but I will do. And then celebrate milestones, like we had said. So those are things that are actionable. Those are things that you're going to do. Another thing, some more action stuff is stay motivated by visualizing your end goal. So for me, I have some photos of this is again weight related or body related because for my health journey, but I have pictures of myself that I had done, and I'm like, well, that's me. I can see myself that because that is actually me. So I see myself there, and I'm motivated by visualizing that. And then always reviewing your progress and making adjustments if necessary. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to stick to your original goal because things change, right? You'd be like, okay, well, I just to give an example, oh, I'm losing weight, but things are not like tight. So now I need to maybe start building muscle, a little bit more muscle. So now you've changed your goal. Maybe you're not so focused on weight loss, but maybe on what you want to look like and how you want to like you feel good, but you want to look a little bit different. So your goals changed, and there's nothing wrong with that. You've kind of created but you're in progress, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to recap.
So, by incorporating these 3 approaches into your goal setting process, SMART goal setting, breaking goals into manageable steps, and developing an action plan, you can enhance your chances of success and effectively track your progress along the way.
Exactly. So even though we're here, we still have a bonus for you. And the bonus, and we've alluded to it throughout our presentation, um, uh, I guess a bonus tip is the one that makes you stick with your goal and achieving it. And I'm just going to read this. So, and you can jump in if you think we need more clarity. So there's a study done with, and I can't remember what kind of people they were, but if they didn't make changes, the prognosis was not good for these certain people. And I'm not sure what they had, heart disease or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what it was. Yeah. And so they said 90%, 90% of people could not make the change if they didn't make changes in their diet or their environment or whatever they were doing. If they didn't make changes, they would die. I know it's kind of morbid thought, but the power of this is incredible. So 90% could not make the change with death on the line. 90% could not do it. 77, this is interesting, 77% of people could make that change with coaching, accountability, and support. I heard that today and I was just like, holy crap. I mean, I knew the power of accountability and support and coaching was big, but I didn't know the magnitude of what it actually meant, like what the actual numbers would be. It was totally crazy to me to hear that. And yeah, so the one thing when you're doing goals and you are setting goals and you're trying to achieve them, whatever it may be, business or life or weight management or health or whatever you're trying to transform in your life, if you have that support, the coaching and the accountability, you can see the big impact it's going to make on your life.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I think that's why our 28-day challenge is so successful, because it's all in there. We have there's coaching, mentoring, support, and accountability.
Yeah.
So it really makes a difference. And when I heard that statistic today too, and I was blown away. It was like, oh my gosh, really? Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty powerful, right?
Oh, for sure. I said it last week, and we've said it throughout the thing about accountability, and that was my whole thing. I think that's my word for the year, is accountability, because that's when I started off this year, and I was determined to get my health back and my body and take control of my menopause and all of that weight gain and all that stuff. That it was the thing, is like I went out from everybody and said, I'm being accountable. And now we have this 28-day challenge where that is like the main focus. And like, I can't speak enough of it because it is very powerful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's just something about it, like something about that you have to say, okay, I went up 0.5 pounds or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Just having that accountability. And then so when you go forth and say that, if that happens that day, you report it that day. And it's not to make you feel bad or anything. What it is it's just that accountability. It's just a proven fact that when you have accountability, your success is way, 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 way bigger. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
Pretty happy about that.
Yeah. No, it's definitely interesting and all that. So here we have our contact information. Again, if you want the SMART goal sheet, just put SMART in comments wherever you see this, and we can send it to you, and you can work through your goals. And if you're intrigued by what this 28-day thing is, just let us know. I'm not sure when the next one will be, but they are ongoing. And I can't say enough about them myself. So, but yeah.
Yes. So feel free to contact us. And if you have a question or you're just concerned about something, or you just want information or whatever, or you want the sheet, that's what we do. We're here to help. And my passion is to help you achieve your goals, whether it's health, wellness, or whatever it is. So.
Yeah, exactly. We want to be healthy, wealthy, And wise. Well, we're always wise, but we want to be wealthy.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us and being with us. We really appreciate your time. And yeah, so have a great day, evening, or wherever you are, or if you're watching the recording.
Yeah. Next time. See ya. Bye.
Bye.